Oh, hey. Fancy seeing you here. Hey, Explorer learners. I am Officer W, and I am here to talk to you about our Explorer Pause Expectations. This year at Explorer Elementary, we are all on the road to success. Now, on this road, we have some laws, and we call them pause expectations. In this video, you will see some examples of people following pause expectations and people not following pause expectations. Now, our pause expectations are P, practicing safety. A, accepting responsibility. W, working hard. And S, show respect. Now, if somebody sees you doing a great job following the pause expectations, you're gonna get a ticket. And it's not the kind of ticket you think. This is a pause note, and it means that you're doing the right thing on the road and following expectations, and your teacher will tell you more about this. Now, if your teacher or any other adult in the building notices that you're not following your pause expectations, they're gonna tell you to stop. And they'll say, remember your pause expectations. And that is gonna help you out in stopping and thinking about what the right thing to do is. Now let's learn how to follow our pause expectations in all the different areas of our school. One brand spanking new school-wide pause expectation is going to include this voice level sign. If you see a teacher holding up one of these hand symbols, it represents how loud you can talk at that time. Let me show you how this new pause expectation works. 0. This means that your voice is all the way off. That means someone's telling you something very important that you need to hear, and they're the only one speaking. 1. A 1 means that you may whisper. You may talk quietly to the person who is next to you, but no one else in the room should be able to hear you. 2 means group talk. This is when you're working together with a group and you're just using your normal inside voices so your group can hear you. But if there's other groups, they shouldn't be able to hear you. 2. Number 3 is our outside voice. You can yell and say things nice and loud because you're outside. You and your teachers and classmates will be using these voice level numbers and hand symbols all over school. So get used to the numbers and signs and what they mean, and make sure you're following them whenever your teacher asks you to be at that voice level. Alright, next, let's talk about lunchroom expectations. You're going to be seeing some things you shouldn't do and some things that you should do. Let's take a look. Ooh-wee, there's a lot of pause violations going on here. Ooh, Officer Epper doesn't like that. Now this is more like it. What a great job of following pause expectations while eating. Oh no, not again! Officer Eppert is always looking for you to be walking and keeping your hands to yourself in the lunchroom. Now when you're done eating, your lunchroom teacher will give you that voice level symbol to get you to follow directions. Make sure that you stop talking and don't keep gabbing on like these goons. If you see that teacher holding up that 0 symbol, make sure your voice is off so you can hear directions and get on out to recess. In the lunchroom, we practice safety by walking, eating our own food and nobody else's, keeping our hands to ourselves, and just make sure you're watching where you're going and keeping 2 hands on that tray when you're walking with it. Practice safety. Then we're accepting responsibility by taking care of our own mess, throwing things in the garbage, making sure that the silverware goes where it's supposed to and not in the trash can, and just being responsible and taking care of our trays and the things around us. Responsibility. Now we can work hard by making sure that we get the things that we need for our lunch before we sit down. We eat our food instead of chit-chatting too much first. Make sure you get your food eaten so you got fuel to go to recess. We can show respect by remembering our volume levels. While we're eating, it's a 1 or a 2. You can talk to your friends, but make sure we're not getting too loud. And we're respectful at a 0 when a teacher is talking and giving some instructions. So we're showing some respect. Remember these simple pause expectations so you can get your grub in the lunchroom and get out to recess. Your teacher may have some even more specific expectations for you too. Can't wait to see you in the lunchroom. Let's talk about the laws of the hallway, our pause expectations. Ooh, these are some serious hallway violations. I see people out of line, going to other sides of the hall, touching the walls and artwork and looking into people's windows and rooms. Now this is much better. We're in a safe, straight, and silent line. We're smiling. We're in our own space and not touching anything in the hall. If you're ever carrying an iPad in the hallway, do not do what these goobers are doing. Please make sure you're hugging those iPads and keeping them safe and close to your bodies. In the hall, we're going to practice safety and stay on our side of the hallway. We're going to walk and we're going to keep our hands to ourselves to be safe in the hall. We'll accept responsibility by getting to where we need to go and not making any pit stops. Make sure we're accepting responsibility for those iPads when you walk with them in the hall. We're hugging them and keeping them safe. We're also going to work hard by keeping those noise levels at either a 0 or a 1, depending on what your teacher asks you to do. We will show respect in the hall by smiling and greeting others and making sure we're not noisy for the people who are learning and working. We're definitely going to show respect to the artwork in the hall and not touch it. There are lots of pause expectations in the hallway. If you're not following them, an adult might remind you to follow your pause expectations. This could slow down your line a little bit if they have to stop and make that reminder. Remember, the hallway is our way to get to where we're going, and we should be doing it quietly and respectfully so we can be back on the road to success in the classrooms we're heading to. Ooh, recess is a great time to follow some pause expectations. We want you to have so much fun at recess, but we also need you to be safe. Now this is an example of a lot of people not being safe. There's so many things wrong here. Please make sure you're using the equipment correctly and taking turns. Oh my, many more examples of some pause violations. We cannot play tag or ball tag on the equipment. And please make sure you're being kind to others. Do not do anything that will hurt our school or make us lose our balls and equipment like these fools are doing. Now this is a much better example of practicing safety, using equipment correctly, being kind, not pushing and shoving, having fun, playing hard, and not going up to the school or hurting any of the equipment. One brand new spanking pause expectation is that there will be no phones allowed at any time. Before school recess, inside recess, absolutely no phones allowed at school. So put those things away. Now the end of recess time is our best time to accept responsibility, and these goobers are not doing that. They are kicking balls and not getting in line right away, and oh my goodness. The best way to accept responsibility at the end of recess time is to take care of your equipment and put all items back into your cart before getting in line. Stand nicely in line, ready to go inside. We show respect by having our noise level at a 1 when we are going inside. Now, your teachers may have some more specific pause expectations. Please make sure you're following them so that you can enjoy your recess time and have lots of fun playing outside. Now it's time to talk about bathroom pause expectations. The bathroom is a place to do your duty, wash your hands, and then get back to your classroom to be on the road to success. Oh my goodness, this is not how we show respect, accept responsibility, or do what we're supposed to be doing around the bathroom. I can guarantee you Officer Epard's gonna be swinging by pretty soon. Oh, there he is! We practice safety by washing our hands and keeping in the water in the sink so nobody slips. Please use the appropriate amount of soap and towels. Accept responsibility by throwing your garbage away, and if you find anything on the ground, you can pick it up. If you ever do see a mess, please report it. Work hard by doing your duty and go back to class. Show respect by taking turns, giving each other privacy, and don't look under the stalls. We want to do our duty and get out of the bathroom so we can get back to class and to learning. Explorer Elementary, I'm so excited to start this school year off and be on the road to success with all of you. Just like driving on the road, we have speed limits and stop signs and laws and rules we need to follow. Now, police officers can't catch you breaking every law and rule, but you have to decide that you're going to follow them so that you can stay safe at Explorer Elementary while you're on this road to success. Just worry about you and how you follow these pause expectations, and we're going to make it a great year. Now, I'm going to go back to eating my donut. Let's have a great year.